Hey everybody, how you guys doing? It's been a long time since I've been here and kind of fell ill for a year. Now we had a shooting almost just less than a week ago. An ICE officer shot a 37-year-old woman. What everybody doesn't know is that that woman is part of this ICE attack group, and she's been following ICE all that day and the day before for days, following ICE around and trying to interfere with what they're doing. What they're doing is they're getting the rapists, murderers, terrorists, and gangs out of our country that the Biden administration allowed into our country. And the people that resist ICE and protest ICE, they're actually in support of these rapists and murderers and terrorists and gangs. They're supporting them being in our country. They care more about them than they do their fellow Americans. You know, ICE isn't just this Gestapo or Nazis going around snatching people up off the streets. They're trying to keep our country safe. Safe. Who wouldn't want us to have safe streets? And these people have put attacks on our ICE officers, actually death threats on our ICE officers that are keeping us safe, and even threatening their families. And because that woman was shot, and I believe it was out of self-defense, but either way, the Democrats are to blame for that because they made the public believe that ICE is Gestapo and Nazis and that they are a danger when actually they're keeping us out of danger. So these ICE officers are on edge. So this woman blocked traffic. She attempted to run over this ICE officer who had already been dragged by a car 100 yards, like a month ago, I think it was. So yes, these ICE officers are on edge. So you're going to go taunt them and interfere with what they're doing? Now, I mean, I don't know, it's crazy, but either way, the Democrats are to blame for the rhetoric and the demonization of ICE. They are to blame for this. And the fake news, CNN and MSNBC, and who agrees with that and tells everybody that they are the Gestapo and that they are Nazis. You know, she had it coming. She asked for it. She went there intentionally to cause trouble. AOC says, oh, she was just a woman on her way to pick her children up from school. Bullshit. Why would that woman even be allowed to be a parent in the first place? I don't know, but everybody needs to know these things before they just assume that ICE is Gestapo. We don't want to go around arresting innocent people and deporting innocent people. America is founded on immigrants. And they say we don't have diversity. Who's that one? Well, I can't figure. She was a talk show host. She said that anybody who's against immigration shouldn't eat at Indian restaurants and Chinese restaurants and Mexican restaurants. Well, if we weren't a diverse country, we wouldn't have those restaurants in the first place. So what an idiot she is. So before everybody just makes assumptions that this guy just killed this woman, that ICE officer just killed this woman out of cold blood, needs to know the facts, needs to know the story. In the meantime, we have these losers going into hotels, throwing furniture around because they think ICE agents might be staying at that hotel. What about the innocent people that are staying at the hotel? You're putting them in danger too? I don't know, but everybody needs to know the facts before they just come to assumptions. And the hundreds of people that are protesting in the streets aren't even from that city. They came from another city to protest this. You know, because I'm pretty sure the people of Minneapolis don't want murderers and rapists and gangs in their streets terrorizing. So do some research before you just come to this assumption. Because the Democrats have they put American people in danger with their lies. And I know these protests are funded, but I don't know why they're not going after people that are funding these protests. People are getting hurt because of lies. Now, we elected Donald Trump to get these criminals out of our country. He actually saved Venezuela from a dictator. And the same people that were crying now kings in the streets before were actually in support of Maduro, a dictator king who is the cause of all this most of this immigration. Most of these gangs come from Venezuela. Most of these murderers and rapists were released into our country from Venezuela. Now, Donald Trump saved Venezuela. He saved the people of Venezuela. And they love him for it. And all the other countries in South America love Donald Trump for doing that. The only people that are not happy about Maduro's capture are the Democrats in our country. The same people that cried "No Kings" a month ago. So, as far as that ICE shooting the other day, that woman asked for it. She was actually part of this group that attacks ICE. So, know who she was before you just come to an assumption. And we need to get these assholes out of the streets who are protesting it, burning, looting, and murdering in our cities in defense of a criminal, just like they did with George Floyd 5 years ago. So, bye, everybody. I'll be back now. I'm over my year-long illness, so I'll be back real soon. Thanks for listening if you did, and share this. Thank you. And go to Pardiinthehouse, and you'll see that I predicted all this for the last 3 years. All right, bye, everybody. Thank you.